So here I am with you. So why don't you introduce yourself? You are like the man from Apollo.
I am the man. My name is John Derrick. I'm the president and CEO of Apollo Sprayers. Apollo is a 52-year-old company that's been around since 1966, basically making HVLP turbines, and that's all we do. We focus all of our energy, R&D, and everything right here on these guys. And this is our bread and butter. So we don't make air-assisted or airless or any other types of equipment. So everything we do is going into making the very best HVLP turbine systems.
So I know just looking at this gun, this is an absolutely amazing gun. And the first thing to me, when I'm looking for good tools I want to buy, I'm willing to purchase, it really has to look good first. If it doesn't look good, it's probably not going to act good. So, I mean, what are some of the key features about this gun right here that just make it maybe better than the competition or stand above the competition or just make it a good gun, I guess?
There's a lot of unique features about the Atomizer spray gun. That's our 7700 is our newest model of that. And basically, it starts with the design, as you said, Chris, and that's really comes with the ergonomics and how it feels and the weight and balance of the gun, because if you're holding it for a long period of time, that's what really makes the strain on your wrist, and that makes it a lot better when you've got a lightweight, more balanced gun. We use all stainless steel components inside the gun, so it's real high quality inside. In fact, we have a sign on the inside of our shop where we build all these systems that we are the Rolls-Royce of HVLP. So if you want the very best, this is what you're getting. You're getting handcrafted equipment here, machined in stainless steel, aircraft aluminum. Besides that, the quality of the components, it has a lot of unique features in the sense too. It can use either a bottom or a top cup, so you don't have to have two different guns now to have a bottom cup or a top cup. You can use the same gun. We've got systems that can use the cup gun, or we can even use 2-quart or 2.5-gallon pressure pot too. So we can go, the same spray gun can go from a cup gun into a pressure pot as well.
Yeah. So I have to say, it does look like a Rolls Royce. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, this thing, I can hang it on my wall. It could be a centerpiece on my wall. Pretty cool. So I think your gun is absolutely amazing. So there were some other things about this, the HVLP system here, your turbine system. One of the things I think is really cool, because I've used several other systems before, but yours has a digital readout. And that is pretty amazing. But what you can actually do with this dial is quite a bit different than all the other pumps I've used, or HVLP turbines, I guess we can say. So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the variable speed is really a key to having the turbine, especially when you're getting into the larger five-stage systems, because they do have a lot of power. And when you're spraying a lot of woodworking coatings, particularly, you don't need all that power. You know, it's necessary when you're spraying latex paints and things that are real heavy coatings. But when the thinner coatings, you want to be able to turn that power down. But you need to know where you're going with the power too. So just turning it down a couple clicks or a couple of LED lights or something like that doesn't really tell you how much air pressure you have.
Right.
And that's really the key. So the key feature on this system is that it not only displays the air pressure for you right on the screen, but it is also accurate to a tenth of the PSI. So it'll actually adjust itself for barometric pressure and humidity and so forth, so that you're always getting the exact same pressure every time.
So the units I'm currently using, I've been using for quite a few years, you just turn them on, so they just use, there's one of them high-low setting, so it's always just running at the same setting. So what is the benefit to being able to turn this thing down and running it at lower pressure?
Well, running at lower pressures, obviously, to begin with, it gives you more efficiency. So you're now reducing the amount of overspray and the amount of wasted material that you're getting. So you can get almost what we call the perfect atomization,
right,
which is where you have just the right amount of air pressure to get the perfect droplet sizes so that it levels out and the finish looks great. But you're not over-atomizing the material so that you get a lot of wasted material on the floor and in the air and so forth.
So transfer efficiency
is huge.
Yeah.
So that relates to paint savings on it as well. But one of the key features that we've built into this system, the Precision 5, is that it also has what we call an idle control or a throttle back control. And what that does is if the machine is sensing the fluctuation of your air pressure as you're spraying, so as you're normally pulling and releasing the trigger on the spray gun, the machine sees that fluctuation in air pressure, and it says, oh, you're using the gun. But as soon as you stop that, as soon as you release the trigger, put the gun down or something like that, the machine starts counting 45 seconds, and then it goes into what we call idle mode. An idle mode, rather than shutting the system off and allowing that heat to radiate inside the case and exacerbate the detriment to the motor, this actually runs a cool flow of air through the motor all the time, so that you're actually cooling the motor down. And it runs, it'll tick over like that until you turn it off. And then when you're ready to spray, you just pull the trigger and it goes right back up to your pre-programmed pressure.
Yeah, I saw that actually working today when I was spraying with it. I got the opportunity to spray with your guys' guns in the HVLP unit all day today. Worked absolutely amazing. The coatings on the finish, we used the Renner coatings, the water-based coatings. We started off with bare wood. The coatings and the finish that was created by your guns, one of the best finishes I've ever seen in my life. So absolutely amazing. So I appreciate you guys coming up here. I know you came from Carlsbad, the Carlsbad area, all the way up here to share your products. I'm thankful for Circrep who showed up and Renters. So
That's been a great day.
I'm excited to be able to use your guns here in the near future and your turbine unit. It is a pretty dang cool looking unit. So I know there's something, you got your two air filters on both sides, and you can, so there's a little bit different than some systems. And why do you have air filters on both sides? And they're automobile grade air filters, right?
Yeah, and that's really important because filtering the air into the machine, into the motor, basically is the only real thing that you can, any maintenance that you can do on the turbine itself. And so obviously having the air going and filtering to your spray gun is important because you don't want any contamination in your air going out to your spray gun. But it's also important to actually have the filtering air going into the motor as well and have that properly filtered because you don't want any overspray or any other particulate going into the motor itself as it's being cooled. So you'll notice on the Apollo system, we not only have a foam filter, which is typical like other systems on the market, but we put that over the outside of our pleated automotive filter, and we don't just use one on the intake going out to your spray gun, but then we also use it on the cooling for the motor as well, and that's really important. So we have what we call our QuadraClean filtering system because it's got the pre-filter and the main auto filter to make sure that you're really filtering out all that dirt going into the motor, and that's what makes your motor last a lot longer.
Yeah. Two quart remote pot sitting on top with a 30-foot hose. Now I don't have to have it hanging on my pocket all day spraying cabinets. That's a great feature also. So there you have it. If you've used this thing before, let us know what you think of it down below. If you would like to have one, let us know what you think or what you think, or if you want one. I don't know if I can help you out or not, but just, hey, you could just put it on your wish list down below.
They have a website?
Hey, so she's pointing down here. They do have no, there is no website down there.
HVLP.com.
You own HVLP.com?
HVLP.com.
But they scored a really killer domain name right there. So there you have it. You can get a hold of them, get it more information. And now I'm stumbling on my words, but who cares? So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, leave your comments below. Leave your questions below for us, for him, for whoever you want, whoever you see fit. We'll see you on our next video. Ow.